Welcome to Ish I Saw on TikTok. In this series, we look at TikToks and some stitched responses where something very prevalent in dating today is discussed. Then finally, I'll provide my commentary at the end of just me being myself, unfiltered and unadulterated. Hi, I'm Janelle, the relationship coach behind The Successful Invisible. I work with successful, savvy, wonderful, professional Black women, single professional Black women who are 35 plus and are seeking just better dating options and have no clue where to start. Check out my links below if you're interested in working with me one-on-one or in a group coach setting. The goal of exploring some of these TikToks is to spark discussion and help you to develop more awareness, including self-awareness, in some of the patterns you've either engaged in or allow in your own dating life. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
One of the single best ways to find out if a man is actually a good person is to see how he treats women that he finds unattractive. There is no one kinder in this world than a man that finds you beautiful and wants to sleep with you. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but men who don't find you attractive often don't see you as a person. How do I know this, you may ask? Because you may be saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful and so funny and so amazing. I love your TikToks. And I'm going, thank you. But actually, in reality, I used to be 23 kilos heavier and I've had loads of plastic surgery and cosmetic shit done. I talk a lot about that. And men used to be really, really mean to me. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've been completely ignored. I've been laughed at. These are sometimes even boyfriends or situationships of my girlfriends that have just completely ignored me and wanted nothing to do with me because they didn't find me attractive. Fast forward to now, everyone's really nice to me. All the men are really nice to me. How strange, how weird. I've been on dates with guys before where they have been so kind, so nice to me, so loving. And then the waitress will come over. She may be a little older, she may be a little bit overweight, and they turn into a complete and utter asshole. There was one time where I actually went on holiday with this guy, and on the way back we went for dinner, and he started talking, he was a bit older than me, he started talking about women his own age and how they were disgusting, how they were old, how he wanted nothing to do with them, and how he loved me because I was young and blah, blah, blah. I never saw that man again. Never saw him again. Instantly, you know, when they start talking about a woman that they find unattractive, if they start belittling her, they do not respect women, they do not see that women as people, and they're someone you shouldn't fuck with. Now, my boyfriend, on the other hand, he is kind to everyone. He's obviously the kindest to me, because like, why wouldn't he be? Because I'm so funny and hot and amazing. But he's kind to a Victoria's Secret model, and he's equally as kind to a little old babushka making pure money. This is what you have to look out for. If a man is rude to women that he does not find attractive, you're going to get old, girly. Unfortunately, we're all going to age. You can use all the creams, you can do all the injections, everything you want in the world, but you're going to get old. And that man, if that man starts disrespecting you and being rude to you because you've aged or he doesn't find you as attractive anymore, that's going to happen to you. The woman that he's talking about being like, oh, she's old, she's ugly, that's going to be you one day, honey. I'm really sorry to tell you. You can take care of yourself as much as you want, but that's going to be you. You need to find a man that actually respects you and loves you for you, as well as your beauty.
Should you marry somebody that you're not attracted to? I was married to somebody for 12 years. After I had our second child, he admitted to me that he was not attracted to me. In some weird, twisted way, I think he was trying to use it as like a redemption story because he said he wasn't attracted to me when we were dating, engaged, or for the first couple of years of our marriage. But he had prayed for God to make him more attracted to me, and God apparently had answered his prayers at this point. He said he married me and fell in love with me because of my heart, but not my looks. And I had no clue. It definitely broke me into 1,000 little pieces. I thought I was beautiful, and I still do, but that definitely made me question my self-worth in ways that I didn't know was possible. He always had a problem with my weight, and that was something that I always tried to change for him specifically. When we got married, I was at my lowest weight ever because I had an eating disorder and was starving myself. I then blamed my body for the reason why my husband was not attracted to me. But after many years of therapy, I realized my body was not the problem. The man was the problem. I wanted to share my story because I keep seeing reels on Instagram where one partner is not attracted to the other partner, but they try to spin it into a positive story to tell you that love grows. But I believe if you are not attracted to your partner, you need to let them go. That was something that he could never take back and that I would never forget. I ended up losing weight after all when I left that marriage. Please do not settle for a partner like this. You deserve better, and there's somebody out there who thinks you are the hottest thing in the world.
My husband told me he was not attracted to me. Hear me out. So we were in a car and we're talking about back in the day. I've known him since I was a young girl. Back in the day, how things used to be. And then he was like, yeah, back then, I was not feeling you like that. And I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't offended. It is what it is. So as we were talking, he's like, you were like a diamond that was not been discovered yet. And I thought, wait, so what stage of a diamond am I? And he's like, you're in the ground. No one has dug you. You're just a dirt place in there. And I was just like, how can I be a diamond if no one has identified me as a diamond? And then he was like, hold up. The fact that someone hasn't identified you as a diamond does not take away the fact that you are a diamond. You are still a diamond at a season in a different stage of your life or a different position. And it got me thinking, sometimes we're waiting for some people to validate us. We're waiting for people to assure us. We're waiting for people to tell us our identity, not knowing that we are a diamond, even if we are still in the ground. Remember, you're a diamond. You're a diamond.
I just want to say this to my people who always feel like they are never chosen. Please know God, your ancestors, spirit, the universe, all work together for your highest good. So the minute somebody does not act accordingly with what you deserve, please know that is God and the universes, your ancestors, spirit. That is their way of letting you know that you deserve better. It has nothing to do with you not being chosen. That just means the person that you thought you were in alignment with was not good enough for you. That's what that means. So please do not beat yourself up. Do not think you are inadequate. Do not ever think it's like, well, oh, why me? Why didn't they choose me? It's because they didn't measure up. And like, I'm pretty sure we have all seen that meme where it's a picture of God holding a big teddy bear behind his back. And we holding on to this little teddy bear. And God is literally just saying, hey, let that little one go so I can give you this big one. The universe, spirit, God, your ancestors are all working and conspiring for the betterment of your higher good. But you got to let go of the small stuff. That goes for people, jobs, situations, friendships. You got to let go of the small stuff when it serves you no good. So that feeling of inadequacy that you feel, it literally is not real. And I remember I used to always feel like when dating situations would turn back, it's like, oh, why didn't he choose me? When the reality is, baby, he didn't measure up. It wasn't about me being chosen. The fact of the matter is he was not good enough. And that's why God said, yeah, let me go and get Buddy up out of here. Because the level and the caliber and the type of person that I am requires a special type of human being. And God saw, my ancestors saw, spirit saw, like the universe saw what I couldn't see. They saw parts of this person and this human being and this energy like, hey, this ain't it. So please do not ever feel like, oh, well, why didn't they choose me? It's because they were not worthy. That's why they had to leave. That's why they self-sabotaged. They were not worthy. It's not about you being chosen, because ultimately you are always chosen. Just because somebody choose not to see it, that's not on you. That's on them. They got to live with that. That's the bed they made. And they're going to be forever searching for you and all these other people. So please know, you are always chosen. They were just not worthy.
Let's jump into my favorite part of all of the content I post on YouTube. And that's just my thoughts, where I get to kind of express what I feel about whatever we have read or gone over. So let's get into it. This time around, it was mentioned early on And I wanted to include some actual personal stories from women in this video, and that's why I stitched some of the TikToks that I did, is that the way a man will treat you if he's not attracted to you is very evident. And I referenced that in the last video. I think this is so important to not just see it for yourself and how this man is interacting with you that you might date. See how he's interacting with other women. If he doesn't have just a basic sense of decency and respect for another person, because if he's not attracted to you and he doesn't see you or somebody else as human, that is a very problematic mindset. It will cause problems in your relationship in the future. Basically, it's if he does like you, he's not treating you like that, but you observe this behavior of him acting that way towards other women, and he is just very rude, short, disrespectful to them. That means you have to stay exactly the way you are. I'm not saying anybody needs to be in a relationship and completely stop being mindful about themselves and their habits. Absolutely not. That's not healthy. What I'm saying is you exist as a doll and an object. If the respect is contingent on him wanting to sleep with you, that is a problematic mindset. As soon as it's not pretty, air quote, then he is checked out of it and it determines his behavior. You do not want a man who has such a surface level mindset. That is a man of weak character. I don't care what anybody says. That is a man who is extremely immature, emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. That is not in your best interest or for your highest good to date someone like this. So pay very close attention to how any man you date treats you, of course, but also treats women, especially those he may not be attracted to. This could be women of other races. This could be someone with a disability. This could be someone who's heavier. This could be someone who, who's older. Whatever the case may be very mindful of this behavior. Also, in some of the stories that came up, the lady shared that her husband told her this, and of course she was heartbroken about it, and he seemed to want some brownie points because he was with her anyway. This is not a flex. If someone stays with you, they're not attracted to you. They just wanted your utility. They just wanted to use you. Women are going to be valuable in relationships, whether they work or not, because there's going to be so much emotional labor. There's going to be sex. There's going to be raising of children, more than likely. In many relationships where people are living together, there's going to be the cooking, the cleaning, all of that other free labor that would otherwise need to be paid for. So this is not a mark of valor or something that a man should get a pat on the back of staying with a woman he's not attracted to. Only thing it says is he wanted to manipulate and use the value of that woman more than anything. And he is also more than likely cheating on that woman. Doesn't have to be, but there's a resentment there. There is a huge block in their intimacy, physical and otherwise. So if someone is showing signs they're not attracted to you, as well as if they're showing signs that they treat people differently, they treat women differently, that they aren't attracted to, they are a man of low character. So be mindful of this and see how someone moves. This all goes back to the self-awareness you have to have and the intentionality that you have to move with when you are out here dating. Thank you for joining me today for this episode of Ish I Saw on TikTok. He doesn't find you attractive, part 2 of 2. This time is from a woman's perspective. Watch this video again. I want you to take notes and reflect on your current and former romantic situations with men, and take your time with this one. Also, be ruthlessly honest with yourself. This is no time to try to live in a fairy tale or fairyland about what you've experienced and what you've observed. Be honest with yourself. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and share your experiences below, because I'm interested to see, what other people's experiences have been. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, check out the link.